Hi everyone, my name is Tobias and today I'll be taking you on a tour of our South Village residence. Before I get started with the tour, I just want to remind everybody that we do offer 8-month leases. This is at both of our buildings with all of our different room suite styles. So as you walk into the building, you would see our front desk here. Our front desk is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's always a friendly and helpful resident services representative there to help guide you in whatever it is that you need day to day. As we walk through our lobby here, you'll see some couches and chairs set up with some tables. This is usually where our resident advisors or RAs would set themselves up to organize different programming events. This could range from craft night, movie night, board game night, also coffee houses and different improv comedies. It's a great way to meet your neighbors, meet your RAs, and kind of be a part of that inclusive community that residence has to offer. Over here is where our amazing outreach worker would set herself up to put on different events such as puzzles, making calming jars, just doing some general painting. We find that's a great way for the students to de-stress when they're going through exam season or just a stressful transition period in their life. Our outreach worker also offers one-on-one coaching for anybody that feels they need it. Here at Residence, we take safety and security very seriously, so that means that you cannot get through this door without one of these. So, with just a quick swipe, you're in the residence. So, here we are. This is our elevator lobby, and as you can see, there are 4 elevators. They go all the way up to 5th floor. And usually in these elevator lobbies, you can find one of our many housekeeping staff or our maintenance staff. Very friendly folks. And if you ever have a question about housekeeping, maybe there's an issue with your room that you'd like to talk to maintenance about, always feel free to reach out to them. And if they can't answer your questions, they'll be able to point you in the direction of somebody that will be able to answer your question. So, we are going to get into the tour room here. And again, without this key, you cannot enter the room. Here we are. Here we are. Our tour room is staged by Bed Bath & Beyond. As you can see in your common area, you have 2 tub chairs with a little table. You have a 32-inch LCD TV, as well as your bar fridge and microwave. With South Village rooms, you do have a mandatory meal plan. Not to worry though, the cafeteria is attached right to the South Village residence building, so there is no worry about having to do the dishes, having to meal prep. All you need to do is just get across the way and you are in the cafeteria. Also, with each residence room, you'll see that they all have thermostats. Depending on the season, you are able to control the temperature of your room up or down for air conditioning or heating. As we walk into the bathroom, you can see that you have your little vanity here with a nice mirror and a stand-up shower. All you need to do is just bring your toiletries in here and you are good to go. Then we will walk into the bedrooms. Now both bedrooms, the exact same layout. They both have the exact same things. We've just staged them 2 different ways to kind of show you guys and give you an idea on how you can customize your room to fit your personality and to fit the vibe that you want to give off in residence. So in each bedroom, you will have a dresser, you will have a desk, the lamp, you'll have obviously your bed, which is a double XL. Double XL means that it is a double wide and a queen long. Good tip to know when you're buying those bed sheets. And of course you have your closet where you can hang up all of your clothes. So we'll hop into the other room and I'll show you the exact same layout, just a different idea on how you might want to style it. So obviously we see our desk, our dressers over here, the bed. Each room does come with a standing lamp and you will see a desk lamp over there. And again, here is your closet. Speaking of housekeeping, I do want to let you guys know that we offer bi-weekly housekeeping to all students that live in residence. And here we are at our next stop. This is our first floor games room. In this games room, you'll see that we have a 50-inch flat screen TV, as well as a few more comfy chairs and couches, and that guy back there, the popular one, the ping pong table. If we head to the back here, you'll also see that we do have a kitchen for any residents that enjoy cooking on their own and just diving into a few more meals whenever the cafeteria is not open. You'll see we have a stove, a full-size fridge, and of course a microwave. As we head outside on our patio, you will see that we have 3 gas line barbecues, as well as a few picnic tables and a couple chairs and tables. This is our back patio of our residence, our little courtyard, if you will. A lot of times in the summer or in the spring, you'll see students out here tossing a frisbee, tossing a ball around, anything to kind of keep active during these warm times. So, just like the front door, if we go back, we need to swipe. Remember, safety and security is very important here within the residence. I get it. You know, you're outside, you're playing in the grass, you're playing in the mud, and now your clothes are all dirty. So what do? Well, conveniently, right across the hall, still on the first floor, is our laundry room. So as you can see, there are a bunch of washers and dryers here for our students in residence to use. At the start of the year, you'll get a little laundry card, and what you do is you just insert that guy right into here. You can pay with cash, you can pay with debit, and then you just keep reloading it throughout the year with how much ever you need. All you need is your soap, suds, and your grass-stained jeans, and you're good to go. And as you can see, we also have a TV in here, so if you would like to wait for your laundry, you can. If you'd like to go back up to your room and wait for it, you can. Feel free to watch a movie or catch up on some homework down here, though. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about roommates. So when it comes to roommates, the residence does offer 2 different features. One feature would be the gender inclusive housing, and the other is the roommate self-selection process. So with gender inclusive housing, we think it's important for the students to choose who they want to be roomed with versus us just assigning by gender. Whatever the student feels most comfortable, most compatible with, we will do our best to match them together. The roommate self-selection process, at the end of July, the roommate portal will open up. Students will be able to go on their profile. They'll be able to view other residents' profiles, send messages, send, accept, and decline roommate requests. And then if you don't want to go through that process, if you're just kind of fine with whatever, there is a personality profile that you will fill out with a couple questions on your preferences in residence. Something like, what do you like the temperature of in your room? Are you a night owl? Are you an early bird? Just so we can kind of get a feeling of who you are as a person, and then find your best compatible match based on your answers. So that's all I have for South Village. We will head on over to Simcoe Village. So I'm going to answer a couple of frequently asked questions. First one, how do you apply to live in residence? We are always accepting applications. To submit your application, basically all you need to do is just go to our residence website and click the Apply Now button. There will be a $100 non-refundable application fee to submit your application. The second question is, when is the deadline to apply? The deadline to submit your residence application to be guaranteed a space and included in the first wave of room type assignment is June 1st. After that, it's all first come, first serve. Okay, so the next question is, how does your acceptance process work since you have multiple buildings and different room styles? So basically, when you submit your application, you'll be asked to rank your room type preferences. When room types are assigned in June, we do our best to accommodate everyone's first preference. You will then receive your acceptance letter to residence right away, but your room type will not be indicated on your initial acceptance letter. After that, when assigning room types, we operate based on a lottery system. So during the first week in June, you will get an email indicating the room type that you've been assigned to. So what about if you miss the application deadline? What does that mean? You can still submit. We continue to accept applications all throughout the year, and after the initial lottery in June, we still accept students into room types, but more so on a first come, first served basis. And the final question is, what happens if I'm not happy with the room type that I've been allocated to? Well, we work with students throughout the course of the summer to ensure that we get students into the room type that they need to be in. There is a section in the application process that allows you to request a move-in room type and give us a full explanation on why it would be important for your success. Of Simcoe Village residents, just a reminder that in Simcoe we do have 3 different style of bedroom suites. We have the open concept, we have the semi-private, which was similar to South Village, and we have our quads. Our quads are made up of 2 bunk beds, so that's 4 beds in total. And here we are at the front door. Okay, so here we are in Simcoe Village, and just like South Village, you walk in and you'll see the front desk. Again, just like South Village, it is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As we walk through the lobby, you'll see a collection of chairs and couches, again, just like South Village, and our varsity lounge that features both Durham College and Ontario Tech University jerseys with a large flat screen TV that students can enjoy resident programming events, enjoy watching some live TV or sports. And this is also where our resident advisors would organize their events and programs for every single night. I just want to remind you guys that South Village and Simcoe Village both do offer 8-month leases. The only difference between South Village and Simcoe Village is that there is no mandatory meal plan with Simcoe, whereas with South Village there is one. Just like South Village, you cannot get through into the residence without one of these keys. With a simple swipe, you're good to go. All right, so now I'll be showing you our open concept suites. We do have 4 different hall types in Simcoe Village. We have North Hall, South Hall, Central Hall, and as I mentioned before, the quads. Don't worry about trying to remember all these. Everything is on our website. So as we walk into the open concept room, you will see it's sort of a hotel style layout. You have your 2 beds here with a divider wall. Again, all these rooms are set up by Bed Bath & Beyond, just to kind of give you guys an idea on how you can possibly style your rooms. There are 2 hangers on either sides for you to hang some of your clothes, 2 desks, 2 tables for the students to study or do any homework that is needed. As well as 2 chests for their clothes, their wardrobe, their socks, whatever they need to store in there. We come over to the kitchenette area. You can see that they have a microwave, a bar fridge, a sink with some cabinets, as well as you have a little mini table to eat your meals on. We walk into the bathroom here, and as you see, you have your vanity with some storage and mirror. And in this suite, you have a full shower, opposed to South Village, you only have a stand-up shower. And you also have a chest freezer, which you are able to store some food in there, whether it be frozen or just goodies that you might want to keep for snacks. Just a reminder that Simcoe is not a mandatory meal plan, whereas South Village is. All right, so now I'm going to take you guys out onto the back patio. Just like South Village, Simcoe Village does have a few gas barbecues, as well as a nice little patio bench for you to enjoy this outdoor experience all year long. Now we'll go back inside and I will show you our Central Hall and our North Hall style rooms. All right, so now I'll be taking you through Central Hall and we'll go to our games room. Our games room has 2 pool tables, some comfortable seating with couches and chairs, as well as some high tables and high chairs, and also a large flat screen wall-mounted TV. Students can be found in this games room all the time, whether it be hosting a pool tournament, putting on a video game tournament, catching up on whatever show it is that's going on TV. We also host movie nights in here as well. So here we are in the pool room, games room. As you can see, like I mentioned, 2 pool tables, the cues, some nice comfortable seating with your large flat screen TV. So now I'll be taking you to our first floor laundry room. So while we head down to the first floor laundry room in North Hall, I'll answer a few more of your questions. So what happens if I don't get along with my roommate? Well, our main priority is making sure that your residence experience is the best that it could possibly be. So our residence life team will make sure to work with you and your roommate to either work out whatever problems it is that you guys are having, or try to find you a better suitable roommate for the rest of the year or just moving forward. Another question is, do we have an Instagram account? Do we have any social media? Yeah, we actually do. You can follow us at DCOTRes on Instagram. We're posting things all summer long. We are posting events, different promotions that we are kind of putting on in the residence throughout the school year. It's definitely a great way to connect with us and see what's going on. So here we are in the laundry room. And just like over at South Village, there are a lot of washers and dryers for students to use. And just the same thing over at South Village. At the start of the year, you'll buy a little laundry card. You'll come over to this, stick it in here, and you can pay with your cash or debit. You load it up for the year, how much ever you need. You can reload it again. All you need are your soaps and suds, and you're good to go. All right, so now we are going to head up to the fourth floor kitchen. And while we do so, I'll answer a few more of your questions. So the first question is some tips or tricks that you should follow while filling out the application process. We always say to make sure that you're answering the questions that are best suited to you, not the potential roommate that you may want. This is you that is going to be living with the roommate, so you want to make sure that you answer everything honestly and not what you think you might like, but rather what you feel is most desired and most compatible with you. If you do have any questions or concern, any special considerations, we encourage you to definitely email us at info@dc-otresidence.ca. The team can always answer and send back an email to maybe clarify any questions that you might have. So now we're going to go on the elevator here, and I'll take you up onto fourth floor. Okay, so here we are up on fourth floor. The final question is, what should I be bringing to residence? What do I need? What do you guys already offer? So as you guys have seen, Bed Bath & Beyond has done a great job at sort of setting things up for you guys so you can get a visual on what your potential room could look like. What we would say for you to bring to residence would be your linens, any plates or any cutlery that you feel you might need, your laundry soaps, your dish soaps, any snacks or food that you might want, pillows, towels. And if you ever have any questions about, hey, should I bring this? Can I bring this? Do you guys already offer that? Again, always feel free to send us an email at info@dc-otresidence.ca, and we'll be able to answer that for you there. So here we are at the kitchen, fourth floor kitchen. As you will see in here, we have 4 different stoves and ovens. A couple tables here for people to either sit and wait for their food to cook or to enjoy their meal here. Again, on this side we have 2 more stoves and ovens. There's also a couple microwaves in here, as well as a few toasters. There are sometimes some supplies left over here, pots and pans. So if you ever need, there will be some supplies for you if you are unsure if you have them or not. We also allow some students to bring in certain appliances as long as they are CSA approved, as well as automatically shut off. Again, if you ever have any questions about whether your appliance is acceptable for residents or not, always feel free to send us a message and we can hopefully get that cleared out for you. All right, so that's the end of our tour today. Of course, if there's anything I wasn't able to get to, any questions or clarifications that you guys might need, always feel free to reach out by sending us an email, giving us a call, or shooting us a message on our Instagram, and we'll be sure to get to that. I hope I was able to kind of give you a better perspective on residence, and we hope that you choose us for your on-campus housing this coming fall.